The flooding in downtown Augusta and where the situation stands now, where Savannah River levels are still high, but nothing like last week. The water there at the Jesse Norman Amphitheater has gone down. It's clearing up nicely there, but still lots of damage from all that high water. After all, the flooding was here for weeks. The area is still not safe to enter. Augusta Recreation and Parks is starting to do its damage assessment, and that's where we check in with News Channel 6's Stephanie Bornman, live in downtown Augusta right now with a developing story. Stephanie?
Brad, well, the cost of damages has yet to be determined by the rec department, but the hope is that the damages are going to be pretty minor, and they do know that it's going to take a huge effort to get this area back to normal. Limbs, logs, and debris floating down the Savannah River are all that remain from the flooding that started at the beginning of this year.
And they got caught and they just start to pile up along the way.
Augusta Recreation Parks and Facilities Director Glenn Parker says it's too early to determine how much damage that flooding left behind.
We haven't put a dollar figure to any of that kind of stuff yet. We haven't noticed anything missing that was there prior to the flood, so hopefully nothing, washed away or flooded out.
At the boathouse, the docks are still partially underwater, and Parker says some erosion is visible. At the riverfront, the main concern is the electrical outlets at the Jesse Norman Amphitheater. But the director adds his department won't be able to get a good look at everything until it completely dries out. That's
the unknown right now, I guess. But from the perspective of the vegetation that's down there, the azaleas, those kind of things, a lot of that doesn't look damaged.
A spokesperson for Augusta Richmond County Finances tells me that if the damages are only totaling a few $100s, that'll come out of the department's budget. But if it's more than $5,000, that'll come out of the city's contingency budget.
It is muddy and it is dirty, but we don't see a lot of damage.
For now, the riverfront will remain closed until the cleanup begins. The rec department and the Savannah Riverkeeper are teaming up to start that cleanup right here on Saturday. And if you would like to volunteer, I will be tweeting out a link to that Facebook event. Live here in Augusta, Stephanie Borman, WJBF News Channel 6.